Hi to everyone. I'm Claudio Piccoli. I'm happy to see you this evening. For Italy, it's evening. So for you, probably it could be morning. I don't know, it depends where you live. But today, I'm going to show you some opportunities. I want to share with you what I learned in many years, because I would like to offer you a good timing to enter the dog photography if you didn't before, and maybe to exploit something more if you already started. To do that, I try to create, let me say, a webinar divided in some points, starting from my little story. My little story is 5 minutes just to explain you that what I'm going to tell you is exactly what I did. So it's not showing you something just in theory or so on. Is exactly what I did. So I'm going to share with you exactly my story. And to do that, I split completely the episode in the opportunities. So I want to show you how many opportunities there are in this moment and how much is important to grab it now. Okay, so the timing. And then I will show you why many people failed in that. I want to show you also because it's important to understand why the dog photography is totally another world compared to the other field in photography. I will show you again also the key points that you need to enter and to develop your photography. And then I will show you some effective example that you can try alone at home. Okay, so you can do it from now alone immediately. So let's go and start from my, now probably at the end you will understand better my world made of picture with dogs. Okay, so this is my short story. I'm Claudio Piccoli, I'm 49 years old, and this is my story. Everything started, like for everyone, from the passion, passing between by some failures, discovering many things, and so on, arriving where I'm now. But the passion, what's my passion? My passion is like for everyone, is like staying with my grandmother and the dog and so on. So this was the dog of the family, and that's me. So really a child, but you see, everybody has a dog in the family, and this is how everything started. And then my passion for photography combined with dogs brought me to develop something more. I want to go fast because it's just boring just to show you what I did, but it's something that happened to everyone, no? So the first thing that I faced to, you know what is it? The failures. So the disaster of my career that it wasn't a career, but immediately you can believe me that, yeah, this is what I got at the beginning. So just a disaster, a combination of such a mess, because nothing in focus and many other stuff like that. So several failures, but I didn't give up. I wanted to achieve my goals, but it was a passion for dogs. So I was following my friends, doing this, the competition, agility and so on, and it was a mess, just casual. Sometimes I got the focus, sometimes I didn't, and so on. So I started to study, and what I did, getting many different views for other photographers, from other photographers, like point of view, inspiration, studying books, technical guides, and so on. I reached what for me it was the free secret in the dog in action photography. You can find it everywhere, I think also in YouTube and so on. It's a free video. But what I discovered at the end, the joys of that, is that using the camera, I used the camera like a tool to interact with dogs during the photography. This was my main secret. I discovered how to live the real present lived by dogs. So living with them using the camera. No? Through the camera, you can enter their world and you can do amazing things. This is what I discovered. What I would call it invisible present, because it's something that we don't see with the eyes. But then dogs and present, in the moment I started to understand how to live it, that kind of photography, I started to enjoy it. I started to observing the situation, the dogs, and it seems a fairy tale, but it's not. I started to learn from dogs. Now, some people could laugh about it, but it's the reality. This is how it works. You have to open your mindset. Believe it, trust me, just for 1 hour, 30 minutes, I will guide you, and then you will decide if it works or not. But You have just to be transported by the flow. So you can learn, you can establish a new kind of communication, and everything works that way, okay? So using the camera, you can live the present thanks to the camera, and you can live it better. It is not the topic of today, but mainly doing this, I did two things. Passing from failures, I reached my life and my job in an amazing way because I discovered how to live better. How I could improve my life with dogs, living with dogs, and taking photos to them. And secondary, but not less important, I started a career in that. So it's possible, and I want you to do that. I'm sharing what I did exactly so that you can reply, you can do exactly the same. I trusted so much the dog's photography that I didn't want anyone, let me say, to ruin, to spoil the concept, because for me it was a concept behind the camera with the dogs in action. So I registered the brand for 10 years this year. So why I did it? Simply because for me the dogs in action was a combination of three important things that I didn't want anyone to spoil. So the important things behind the dogs photography, so staying with friends, these are my two dogs, so two of my dogs, but anyway. So the important things, the friends. Second, the motivation in life. I explained many times what this picture means. And it's about motivation in life. Like it was a black sea, a black lake with many difficulties about the life, the family, the work, the money, and so on. And how people can achieve it just training a lot, like she did, like this girl did with her amazing dog. But at the end, also the happiness, because dogs can bring us happiness. We can be happy with them. So it's something that together it's a great combination, it's a great combo. This is the dogs in action. This is what I branded. Anyway, this is my story. So it was very short, just to introduce you what I did. But now, let's gonna split it in some step, some waypoints, so that you can reply exactly what I did. So first of all, I want to show you the opportunities we have in dog photography, okay? It's really clear, these are numbers, and you can't complain because it's about Italy, it's about Europe, United States, United Kingdom, also Brazil and Argentina. So you can see that in all over the world, we are in the same situation. These are the number of dogs, and these are the number of citizens of the country. For example, Italy, but we can take United States. Why not? 83 millions of dogs on 330 millions of people, with a percentage that is over 50% of families that have at least one dog. You can imagine? So at least one dog for every two families. So one yes and one no. It's really, for me, it's a huge information. But then look for some emerging market like the Brazil. I know it's not easy. They are not so rich as in other countries, but look, 36 millions of dogs, 66% of families that have at least one dog. So this is a huge result, but also United Kingdom, 50%, Europe, 33%, but you can imagine it's a very big number. But look what happened, because this has a value. This fact has a value. The number of dogs is a big value. Look, I want to show you where the value is. Let's see where the money is spent on dogs. So diet, food, integrators, snacks, about the care of the dog. So brushes, shampoo, and so on, deodorants and so on. But also apparels like collars, leashes, coats and jackets. We spend so much money on that. And accessories like toys, we buy all the time. We go to the market, we buy a toy, something crazy, but also the pillows, the balls, the kennels for dogs. So it's a continued changing of material for our dogs. We do everything for them, but also about the vet. We want the best vet for our dogs, because they are like children for us. But you have to know that, for example, in Europe, families are spending between 50 to 300 euro every month for every dog. And this is a huge number, 300 euro for a dog. But look, because there is, at the end, we need to touch to understand the result, because just in Italy, it is a small country, but you can imagine, no, in a big country like the United States or the Europe, the whole Europe and so on, how much billions were spent about food, 2 billions, or about induced things, 10 billions. It's incredible. Just for Italy, no, you can imagine how much is it. But why people and families are spending so much money? We have to ask it to ourselves. And the reasons are very easy. The dogs have a short life. So they, they can live 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 for the lucky one, and so on. Dogs are faithful and never betray. This is also important. Dogs comfort us in difficult moments. They are with us when we are in trouble. When we are in trouble, we need them. They understand it. They are with us. They make us happy and they never judge us. This is also very interesting, because usually in a family, you are judged by the other, like, I don't know, the wife and so on. No? There is always someone, the wife, the husband, that is judging you, or friends. In this case, nobody is judging you. Then, dogs love us and are always near us. This is also important. They are always with us. They don't want anything. They stay with us. But, and this is probably the last, but the more important, the dogs are like children who never grow and need continuous care. And many families don't have children and they have only dogs. So you can imagine. So the dogs, you see, I wrote this, officially elected as the new member of the family. They are part of the family. And we would do everything to do something nice for them. So now, do you see opportunities? This is what I mean. I think many people already know that, but I'm opening your eyes. There are many, many big opportunities in that. So now that you saw the opportunities, it's time to understand why. It's not only my opinion, but now is the moment to enter the dog photography. But why now? And not, I don't know, 3 years ago. Now is the moment. If you don't get it now, you are full. I show you why. I call it timing. Timing, it's really important. I always show this just to say, okay, the timing is important, but it's important in photography, the timing. It's mandatory to know exactly what is going to happen. Everybody, I think many of you already know this video, no? It's just a dog running during a workshop, happily. I'm the green one, so the green guy with the t-shirt, and that's all, no? Everything happened very, let me say, quickly and so on, but at the end, we have the result. So it's very important, the timing, to know what is going to happen, because around this, we are building our photography with dogs. If you don't get the timing, you don't get anything. But look, I want to show you something, because this is just about photography. I want to show you the timing in photography. So why the time has come to go into the photography, the dog photography, obviously. So what happened? I tried to split the years, the time, you see, 2000, 2010, 2015, 2020, so this year, and 2021, so the next year. Look, I tried to resume the situation so that you can understand why it didn't work before, or not so much, and why the time has come now. So year 2000, so 2000, few dog photographers on the market, few dogs photographers, passion or not, it doesn't matter, but few. And few dog images in the market, in socials and so on. And the audience is all of us, clients and not, but the audience wasn't ready because they didn't know, they ignored, because they didn't know that there could be so many pictures of dog. It was too early. But then 2010, 2015, many photographers try it and go into dog photography. The social media, the social networks like Facebook for first are full of dog images, but the quality of the images is difficult to assess between the same photographers, because there are not so many images. There is no need to improve our capabilities. So the result is the quality is mediocre, is medium. But not because someone is good or not. It's only because we don't need to do that. It's not needed. You get it. So you can do something and people don't know, they can't judge. It's not like watching a landscape. Yes, I like it, I don't like it, and so on. For a dog, it's difficult, they don't understand. So this is because the market was just an average. But then not only the photographer, also the audience, so the clients and so on, are not still able to assess, to judge. So I would say that the market is not ready yet. But then, again, 2020, this year, many photographers try the dog photography. The social are full of dogs picture, but full, overwhelmed. The audience has made the experience. You get the meaning of getting experience, no? Watching many pictures, so you try, you understand. It's like eating the pizza. I call it pizza as example, I will tell you. But then it's full of picture. It's full of dogs picture in social. We are overwhelmed. And the audience has made the experience and now can evaluate. Also, the photographer have learned to judge, and they are pushing each other. The quality is improved, and we see, you can check Facebook, you will find amazing pictures. The quality is outstanding by everyone, by many people. The market is ready. The market is ready, but it's uncovered. And you can think that it's strange because it's ready, many people tried, and it's uncovered. Yes, it's uncovered because many people failed. What is clear is that everyone has understood that the time to enter has come, but how to enter? No, this is interesting because many failed, so something wrong happened. So how to enter? What is needed to enter? What you need to enter the dog photography or to develop it? And why many people failed? There are opportunities. I brought this because I think it's very important, because we have an opportunity also for the other people. There are opportunities for passionate and professional to offer emotion to the audience. This is very important. So, but we need to understand how to grab it in the right way. Otherwise, you waste an opportunity. The opportunity is now. It's not next 2 years. It's now. The pizza example is just to make people make some people to understand it better with other concepts like the food. If I go in a new country where they don't know the pizza and I cook a pizza for them, I open a pizzeria, a restaurant, and I offer the pizza, the people are crazy. Oh, this is crazy. It's an amazing pizza, Claudio. But I know it's a shit, but they don't know. So they eat the pizza like if it was the best thing in the world. They can't judge. So they are here. They are not able to judge my pizza. But then other pizzerias are growing up, are coming up, are burning. And so there are many chefs that are cooking the pizza. And maybe my pizza is not the best one. And maybe you will have, I don't know, a chef from Napoli, so that he will cook the pizza in an amazing way. You will discover the new and the real pizza. It's not the Claudio's pizza. So you will understand, tasting my pizza, tasting his pizza, tasting the pizza of the best pizzeria ever, that one is the best pizza, and in that moment only. So the market is overwhelmed by pizza. How to judge a pizza, to evaluate a pizza. And still, all the other pizzerias like mine want to grow up the level, like here in 2020. So we are pushing each other just to grow the level. The quality is very high. So let's go to see how to grab the right timing, because this is the timing to do that, not next year. Now, I want to show you this point because it's very important to understand why some people failed in the dog photography. Simply 6 points. 6 points are really easy. The first, sometimes we miss some basic photography culture tips, some notions. Probably everything we knew about photography is not enough. Often is not enough. I would say I'm sure, but I can't. Everybody has to say it alone. But I can tell you that most of the time, if not always, is not enough. We are blinded, you know, by dogs. What does it mean? It means that the fact that it's a dog and it's so cute doesn't mean that it's a beautiful dog, or better. The dog is nice, but the picture is not so nice. This is my picture of the beginning. Look, you can say, oh, look, they are so cute. These are two of my dogs. This is going for the 17 years old, and this is now 6 years old. But you can check. Look at the mess around. No, the tube, the pipe, the fence. It's like taking dogs. Also the framing, it's a mess. Also the dog, it's scared by something, it's not comfortable, and so on. So this was my photography, but not because they are cute. This is a good photo. This is what you have to understand, because this is one of the first points, because people fail. Then we need the culture about dogs, because we need to understand the dogs, knowing how to predict an expression, for example, a behavior, a movement, is very important. And also understand how to put the dog inside the frame, in the picture. In that way, we could be able to make it to work, to make the picture to work. Then what we are missing is also, because, okay, the photography, okay, the dogs, but also the culture in dog photography. The dogs are not children. Many of you, it's easy, no? But no, I think it's not so easy. They are not children. And especially because the dog photography follow precise rules. It's very easy to follow precise rules. If you do that, you can use your creativity and you will achieve your goals, for sure. No way. But you have to learn those rules. And the dogs shouldn't be used. I didn't know how to explain it in English, but then I found these words. You can't use dog as smoke and mirrors. You can't do that. Not because they are dogs, everything is beautiful. No, totally no. It's photography for first, and then it's about dog photography. But first is photography in the field of the dogs. Okay, so don't use dogs as smokes and mirrors. So don't take a dog and throw it from a balcony, because it's not what we are looking for. We are looking for the photography, the real photography. Or for example, in this dog, the dog is almost dying, jumping 7 meters. It's not possible, but just to make an example, 7 meters in the eyes, and people, wow! No, wow, what? It's not nice. This is not photography. This is just exploiting the dog to do something dangerous, because it's catching the eyes of people. Then another people, because people fail, is because they don't compare each other. They are afraid. Sometimes it happens that they come from other fields. They are amazing, they are professional, and they don't accept to compare with other dog photographers. And this is not making them to grow. They don't improve. This is the problem. Okay, I wrote here, it's very important. The training has never been so important. It's really important, especially in dog photography. And then, come on, we are many, no? But luckily, the meritocracy, I think is correct, works very well in this field, the dog photography. It's amazing how much is working. There is space for everyone that is training. This is a picture I took. It was nice because it's a good memory about Israel in Tel Aviv. 3,000 people in a conference that came there just to listen about the dog photography. And they didn't do dog photography. 3,000 people. You can imagine. This is me. But training again has never been so important. They wanted to learn. And it was 2 years ago. So you can imagine. But then that you know why many people failed in the past, I want to show you the interesting part. So I want to offer you the way to do that. For first, you need to understand why it's a different world. Why it's a different world. This, it seems a slide, not so easy. In my opinion, it's so important. There is no verbal communication with dogs. You can't say, Jack, come. Jack won't come on. leave Jack, okay? Leave it relaxed because it doesn't work. But you see many clients, many people calling those continuously. Sometimes they say, shut up, don't say anything, and call your dog only if you need your dog. And probably the dog will come. So no verbal communication. The time flows by different from ours. It means simply that, you know, our present, the strange present, I'm doing now, okay, I'm concentrated with you, I'm focused on the webinar, but I'm thinking about what I will do tomorrow, what I did yesterday, I don't know, something that I have to think and to do, many stuff together, and the result is that I don't enjoy the present like they do. So I need to understand how their present work. They are focused on what they are doing. And it seems that the present is going, the time is flowing differently. When you go inside, thinking only about that, you will see that it seems that it's going slowly. Then, again, expression are not random. The movement are not random. Everything they do is to communicate or for a reason. This is very interesting, and we have to learn, we have to observe. And we can't pay them for the money, with the money to do something. No, we can't pay dogs to do, come in my studio, we'll do something. No, you have to wait. You have to understand when they want to work or not. They are not cars, you know, no? The dogs are running towards you. For example, they do this, the tail is moving, the body is like a spring, and so on. They are going up and down, and they are going forward. So it's really complicated. It's not like a car. And what I discovered, but this is just because it's a different word, is that you can use is not a fairy tale. This is what I'm doing. So you can use your camera like a tool to interact with dogs. So it's the means to live their present. When you use your camera and you watch inside or you watch the live view, for example, for mirrorless and so on, you can enjoy, you can see exactly how they are living their present, the moment. And if you stay with them, you are living in another world. You will feel better, trust me. Now, probably the most interesting part, the key point that you need to develop to enter dog photography and to create a business. And I will give you also some examples. The key points, it's very easy. I tried to make it easy. Easy not because it's stupid, easy because it can be easy. You just need a good equipment, a know-how, and a comparison. What does it mean? Equipment. A good equipment seems that, come on, a phone is very good, but probably a camera or a mirrorless can work better. But you have to learn how to use them, because this is what happened in the dog photography. You need to squeeze your equipment, your material. You need to learn how to use it perfectly. And this is so propedeutic for other fields. You will become so good using the, look at this. Okay, but this is what happened. So it's very important that what we do at the end with the camera, with dogs, is that we need to learn how to use it deeply, not like we did yesterday with landscape, street, amazing, eh? Come on. But dog photography is another field. So we need to learn how to change setting, to use the hands like, the fingers like it was everything automatic. So you close it there. Okay, it should go. Si vede?
Sotto?
Clicco?
La webcam, quella sotto.
Ok, clicco. Okay, sorry, we got just, okay, we are back. Sorry for the interruption, the break. Okay, so key points to enter the photography. The equipment, so you need to squeeze completely your equipment. It doesn't matter if it's the last, it seems that if you don't buy the last camera in the world, you can't do that. No, you can do it also with entry-level cameras, entry-level lens. You need to understand how to do it. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying that is the most easy thing to do, because if something is not so advanced, you need to use it smartly. But sometimes, because it's advanced, you need to study more, no? There are many options, but it's not always the same story. You need just to understand how to use it. Then the know-how, you have to study and get help. And especially you have to learn how to position it yourself in the market. No market because you want to sell, market because it's full of picture and you need to introduce yourself inside. But you need to study and you need help. And comparison, it's important because I see many good photographers, dog photographers, they don't want to compare to anyone. They are afraid. I'm the best. Come on, play with us. Challenge all together because contests and so on are important to improve each other. They don't, I don't know why, post everywhere, show what you can do because showing to people you can also get by people. If everybody does the same, we can compare our pictures and we can improve all together. But you have to exit your comfort zone because it's not easy sometimes. It's easy to say I'm the best, but it's difficult to exit your comfort zone. So I want to help you. How to do that? I have two solutions to enter the dog photography and to develop these 3 skills. 2 solutions. One, self-teach it. And the second one, help it. The first, self-teach it. You can read it, studying a lot and trying a lot until we understand what to study and where to improve. And then starting again without giving up, with the risk of losing all opportunities. Come on, the opportunities are now. You need a long process. You can do it alone, but maybe you need 4 or 5 years and so on. Sometimes even more. It's very long, but you lose the train, the opportunities. Or you can do it fastly, helped by a complete course in dog photography, no? But again, study as much and try as much as you really need. You are not studying the complete vocabulary of the dog photography to learn the photography. You're just studying, you are studying exactly what you need. Help it to understand by someone how and where to improve. So you are going directly to the point and being constantly motivated. This is very important to don't give up, with the advantage of taking all the opportunities now. So you can imagine, we are spending so much money to buy equipment and so on, and we spend 6 years just to go. We can do that, but if we are helping, it's so fast and easy, you know? So I gave you 2 ways. One, self-teach it, and one, help it. I give you my proposal. So this is just my proposal. It's my job, okay? I propose to people, you want to stay with me? I will help you in 6 months. I propose a complete course. Maybe you can, I will launch the link of the course so you can read it on your laptop, on your PC, no? But what is really important about this is that I created 24 episodes, 12 episodes about technique, 12 episodes about editing, and then I combining them together to create an offer, a bundle for people that buy it, because as long as we have spots, no, offer valid until spots run out, I will offer this for $4.90. Okay, so then when it's finished, it's finished. It will be back to $7.80, I'm sorry. But you getting this offer, you are getting what? Look, shooting techniques, you know, wait, I try to make it visible bigger so that maybe you can, yeah. Okay, I will show you how to enter. I will show you the techniques, the basic for beginners, but also the advanced one to do the most difficult thing, the most strategic thing in the shooting. I will show you how to preserve the quality in camera during the shooting, not only in editing, come on. And how to manage the exposure in camera during the shooting. How to manage the autofocus. The autofocus, 2 episodes dedicated to the autofocus because it's about the settings. I studied almost all the cameras on the market about Canon, Nikon, and Sony just to help people, because I know that many people miss the settings, but especially they need to understand how to use it and when to use it. It's very important. When you understand it, it's, come on, everything is so clear and easy. But then working with high ISO and low light, this is also amazing. Come on, with dogs it's mandatory. You know, when people say you are working at 6,400 ISO and your picture are amazing, come on, just to understand how it works. Then, foresee dogs' expression. I can predict the expression of dogs during a shooting. The owner, the client asked me to have some specific face or some specific behaviors, and I can make it. I can make the dog to do it without forcing anyone. This is understanding what is happening, not just doing a shooting and what happened. It doesn't work in this way. We can create a condition, everything, and we can learn how to create a photo from zero, from the scouting, to understand which behavior we need, the environment, sorry, which environment we need to reach that result. Nothing is a case. Everything is prepared. Also in bad, let me say, in bad environment, we can do amazing things. And then I will show you also 3 parts that are very interesting that are dedicated to how to create a successful photo for contest, for the market, or for clients. This is important because, you know, and also I teach you with the same method I use it on me. So growing on social network. It's very important because sometimes check your teacher, try to understand what they did in social network to understand if they grew in the past, because this is what they can teach you. I did some experiment with another profile about the studio, Dogs Behind the Lens, in Instagram, and we got 5,000, more than 5,000 followers just in 1 year. So it works. It works. And I also help people to create a business in dog photography. But then I do also a part dedicated to the editing, Lightroom, Fast, or Photoshop, Camera Raw, creating lights, selecting, details, sharpening, exporting for clients, for sprints, and so on. So everything can be got. You can get it for $490 instead of $780, with also accessing to the new community school, that is a community where all the learners inside with me can discuss everything. So it's not finishing after the episode. These are all episodes that I will do in live starting on the 4th of January. Every Monday at 7 p.m. like today, I will do a webinar. Interesting, right? 30 minutes, 45 minutes, going on techniques. And then what we need for discussing everything with the people during the live. Then it's recorded. So after that, you can watch it how many times you want. You are part of the school, you can do it. You can open also discussion in the forum of the community inside the school. This is, I think it's priceless, in my opinion. You will have a constant, let me say, guide by me, time by time, second by second. I will stay with you. But then this will go once a week. Why once a week? Simply because, you know, I want to bring you hand by hand, step by step, once a week. It's interesting, no? So that you have the time to learn something. And if you join later, you will pay more for first, or if it's finished, the spots are full, we can't join anymore. But you can buy the episode for sure, but the price is higher for sure. And if you will join on March, you will get the recorded one and the new webinar in live. But at the end, you still can get everything recorded. Okay. Then I will show you, because I want to give you, to make a gift, give you something, some example to be active immediately. So to enter the dog photography and to grow in photography, in dog photography, okay? It's something, it's free, it's for you. I want to share it because it's my world. I love it. This is the reason of this image. So how to enter? 5 points. It's so easy. Yes, it is, but it requires a lot of time. Observe at the photos already posted in the bigger and larger groups, for example, of dog photography on Facebook. Take the best one. Take the more liked one. I don't know, do something like that. And ask yourself if you can redo the same picture with your equipment and your dog. Forget the editing at the moment. Concentrate only on the shooting part. Think how you can you can redo the same picture, okay? Then study what amuses or makes your dog feel good, and how you can interact with him to reach the pose, the behavior that you saw observing the nice photos in the group. So try to do the same and try to understand if you can reply. You can read the same with your dog, but having fun, or the dog of your friend. But having fun, not stressing the dog, okay? Not because you have the food. Try to interact. Use the eyes. Then practice. In that moment, you can start practice with your dog or your friend dog, making it like a positive experience, okay? For both, not only for you, also for the dog. You need to have fun for first. Then check your best shot. This is very important point. So with someone already experienced in dog photography, who can help you finding the mistakes. And then start again, trying to avoid the mistakes that you did. This is exactly what I did to enter dog photography. You can believe it because I did it. It works. You can do it. You can start tomorrow. Just follow exactly these 5 points. This is just to enter. Then you can grow. When you are entered, you can grow, because the course that I was proposing is for who is entering and also for advanced photographers. But then you want to grow, good. Select your best photos, being very, very critical in that. Then count your selected photos. If you have only 2 or 3, come on, is not enough. Think to post every week 1 different photo. If you have only 2 or 3, it's finished the game. So come back to shoot again, okay? Come back, shoot again before starting. Starting what? To post. Post in the dog photography groups and start making yourself known, okay? Then grow up. It's time to grow up by trying to experience new dogs by clients, by friends, and so on, trying to replicate what you did with your dog at the beginning when you entered. Same situation, but with, let me say, different dogs that you don't know, so it's more difficult. Try to do that, because this is very experiencing, is very important. And then train and get back into the game. This is important by attending. I suggest, I do that, dog photography courses, because no one is arrived in dog photography. No one, believe me. We have to stay grounded. There is no one that is right there. We are all the same. We need to learn and share experiences. And you have to trust the people that are able to transmit you the concept with the passion. It's not easy, but if you can find it, if you like it, do it. Follow them. Do some courses with them. If I am that person, I'm very happy, but if I'm not, look for them. This is very important. It's not about only, there are amazing people that do amazing pictures, but if they are not able to transmit so difficult topics with passion, is lost. You will give up. Okay, so what we can do, because this is a long process, you can put years to enter and grow, and still you don't grow. You think to grow, you don't grow. When people say, but to grow it's easy, we like each other. We like each other in social. We are 100, we like each other. And we have 100 like 100, and then it's finished. No, it's different. The game is different. We need to like what we really like. We need to help each other, but in the right way. I help people. I already told you. I can make it with you. I can take your hand and bring you to the success, let me say, but just for passionate, but also for professional with my offer. I will show you another one, because, sorry, it's the first time I decide to show it for real. It's not a workshop in person, it's a different thing. In my opinion, it could be even more interesting for all those people that need to watch it again and again and again. Because during the workshop, sometimes the time passes and you feel lost. In this case, no, you watch it, you are in live, then you can watch it again, you can make questions, you can go in a discussion. Are two different things. And still, at the end of the complete course, you will get also a certificate, very important, about dog photography. It is recognized. This is very important. This is the first time that we are trying to do it with the dog photography. So it's has a big value when people ask for a certificate. This is a serious certificate, so nothing so improvised, okay? So the link can be read exactly in the chat. You can see it again. The spots are limited, come on. So I can't do more. I'm not saying 24 hours early bird. No, come on, this is not my business. I want to be sincere, and this is how it works. If there are spots, no problem to give you that price. When they're finished, it's finished the game. We will start the game together on January, and from now to January, for the people that will subscribe and will join, because if you do it today, you will get the spot. Tomorrow, I don't know. The spots are really limited, but we will start to engage, to analyze the pictures in the community. Why not? No, we start to open the forum. It's like a school inside the school. It's amazing. And you can be sure that I will be there. It's not about getting other people helping me. I will do it in person. I am inside. I guarantee for what I give to people, what I release to people. It's not calling many different people. I teach you exactly what I did. So the process is complete. I hope you get it. I have to, let me say, to finish, saying thanks, a big thanks to the Nikon school in Italy that hosted me in this school, in amazing school in Turin, and Roberto Bacchi, this is helping me right now because it's always a good support, especially for making everything to work. There are some questions that we can read together, and I can try to answer to you. Okay, so if you are buying camera and lenses right now, which would you choose? Okay, so right now it depends on what you want to do. For example, if you want to do studio, you need a very high resolution camera, for example, very high resolution camera, because in studio you can work in specific condition. You don't need a so bright lens. 2.8 in studio is useless. No, okay, we need a good lens, but we will use f10, f11. No, so for the studio, I would buy. I collaborate with Nick, because I would say buy the Z7. Come on, but you can buy what you want. Canon is offering, Sony is offering, so do what you want. In my opinion, the Z7 is offering a huge quality in this moment that is unbelievable, but it's your choice. So, but then in Nikon 300mm 2.8 is the right invention to get a yes, the 300mm 2.8 is an impressive lens, but believe me, when you buy it, you regret, because at the beginning you don't get anything in focus. So the problem is that probably is one of those things that is better to buy after a while. So start with the 70-200, get confidence, do an amazing job, and when you finish, you think about the 300, because it's really complicated to use, and not because of the weight. It's really complicated. This course has lifetime access. No, no, the offer is right now. It's not about hours, but let me say, until we have spots, I don't know how you say in English, there is an option for you, no? So the spots are limited, so you can buy it right now and you get it. And when they finish, it's finished, it's done. If there is someone they want to buy it later, next year and so on, it's recorded, and you will pay more, because this is an offer for now, right now. The price is VAT included, so there are no surprises, and you will get, for people that are subscribing it now and paying it now, you are getting just a pro forma. You are just getting an invoice, just a receipt, but I will send you the real invoice with your real data inside. Okay, so if you have a company or something like that, send me your info to info@claudiopiccoli.com, and I will make the invoice with your info. Then someone is saying that if it's different from Patron. Is Patron, you don't know exactly, but we will integrate with Audrey also. We will come in the school and we will make Patron to get inside, because it's a different thing. It's totally different, completely different experience. This is the school. This is to create photographer or to develop professional photographer in 6 months, to get a successful activity to them in 6 months, not 1 year, not 2 years, not studying, you will see. No, 6 months, that's it. Okay, so it's a different thing. Patron is a community, so it will remain alive, but in a different way. Then, how long can you watch webinars? This is interesting, because at the moment I'm thinking to give the permission for 1 year. So people that join it, they pay the full course or not, but what you pay is available for 1 year from when you pay. So it's really a lot, but it's inside the platform. So it's not the link outside, it's inside. So you are in the school, you can watch everything you want inside the school. You can discuss with people like you, with attendees like you. So you can start, and it's not Facebook, because it's about only people that are inside the community. So it's really engaging. It's like a college, it's like a master college. We call it Dog Photography Masters because it's a master in photography. Then, are you going to send out? Yeah, okay. First of all, the link that you got before, I think you got it. If you don't, we will put it again, but it's the link that you have to click to get the bundle. Go inside, you can find exactly the offer, but I will send again an email. But try to don't wait too much if you are interested, and do it, because I gave you the world. I showed you how much is amazing and big. You decide. You can do it alone. I gave you the tools, the key points, or you can do it together with me to do it fastly and easily, okay? And I think we spent so many thousand of money, so much thousand that, come on, it's a good offer. Then, do you train on post-processing? Yeah, absolutely. The part that I show you, because probably we missed it, I show you, there is in the 12th episode dedicated to the editing, look, the first is, and this is very important to understand, how to decide for a criteria. You can't spend 1 hour to select pictures. There are some criteria to select very easily and fast the pictures in Lightroom. Then correction of common mistakes in Lightroom only. And this is very interesting for the question, fast editing with Lightroom in dog photography. So just using Lightroom. So we show you how in Lightroom we can do everything if you want to do it fast. But then I will start with the long process also. So camera raw in dog photography, but using Photoshop, selecting sharpness, details, color, removing color cast from brown dogs. Can you believe it? And so on. But at the end, I will show you, I will push everyone like an exercise, because I want to push people with exercises to create a workflow. So everyone will create an own workflow. Can you believe it? It's amazing in my opinion. So this is about the editing. Then I go out, so I am back. Then, can we already see the webinar lesson from the course now? No, they start in live on the 4th of January. So for people that get the spot right now, you enter the community, and I think next week, 10-day maximum, just to organize the school, we will start with topics. We will start to analyze something inside, giving benefits to people, no? Also giving discounts for buying books and so on. So many amazing things for the people that are inside. So we start to know each other. We start to see and to analyze the things. But the real course starts on the 4th of January, so that everybody can manage his time to be prepared, no? So we will arrive prepared, because I want it to be 6 months of hard working. It's not a workshop in real. It's totally another thing, okay? Just to be clear. Then, something, I'm a beginner. Can I do the course? Absolutely, yes. Absolutely, yes. The difficult part for me was to combine, but this is, for example, one of the best features of the online course. You are a beginner, what's the problem? It's amazing, because I will start from the beginning. Yes, in few lessons, we will arrive to very advanced things that also the professionals are struggling with. They don't know, but we need it. I want to push you. It's not the vocabulary. I'm just guiding you to study exactly what you need. Obviously, I'm expecting that you know what is a camera, okay, and that you have a guide, user guide for you, but the rest is gone. We do it together. And it's for beginner, it's for advanced user, and because it's not a workshop, you don't feel the pressure of the workshop. You have your time, you're at home with your laptop watching the episode in real. You can write, you can ask, you can interact with me without any fear or shyness. So this is very interesting. Then This is interesting. Mirrorless or DSLR? DSLR. Which is the best choice at this time? Yeah, if you need a new equipment, but just if you need a new equipment, I suggest you, because the photography for me is a job, but the longer as it remains fun, the more it will be. So I suggest to say mirrorless, but not because it's the best. No, everything has different purposes. They are not comparable. When people say it's better a D6 or a Z6 or a Z8, I don't know. Come on, you are asking me if I prefer the bread or I prefer the wine. Two different things. I exaggerated a bit, but just to make you understand that they are two different topics. So I suggest you, if you want to enjoy also, not only it's business for everyone, but the prices are similar, no? But go for mirrorless if you can. And especially because you can enjoy in the dog photography about the live view is working very fast with the mirrorless. So you can play with dogs, moving the camera all around. With the DSLR, you can do it, but it's not so fast. They are amazing. Why not? If I have to go in the water, sometimes I use the D5. I don't go for the Z6 because I trust it a bit more, but it's stupid because the Z6 and the Z7 has the same waterproof protection of the D850. So it's just my mindset. And what I'm telling you now, it's about Nikon, but probably the other brand will do the same. But Nikon has a new mount. It means that the new lenses will get so many benefits. Being bigger means that even if you have a 70-200 2.8, you can imagine how much quality we can get more. I tell you that because I tried the Z7 II with the 70-200 new, the S1. And believe me, the sharpness is like the 300 2.8. It was like, oh! Now I'm in trouble because I want it, and yeah, they don't give it to me. They don't give me the camera, so I need to buy it. But that's it. It's amazing. So is the course interactive? Absolutely, in a different way, because the course has precise topics, precise episodes, because I want to bring you there in 6 months. Once a week, I will release something new for you. And in the meantime, inside the community, inside the forum, inside the school, we will discuss everything. There is also Patreon, there is the community. Patreon will be integrated maybe. We'll see with Audrey, with Audrey below. But we will integrate it inside. We will do something inside. We want to create a school, just a unique platform where to play in. This is the reason, because of the certificates at the end. We grow up. There is a graduation. It's amazing. And when I miss a session, can I reply from recording? Absolutely yes. How many times you want? You can watch it endless, and again and again and again. Would you recommend YouTube as a place to find great videos about camera settings for study? You can do it, but it's complicated. It's like, can I watch YouTube to learn how to drive a car? Yes, you can find something good, something not, something crazy, something mad, someone that is completely out of mind. Photography is the same. So it's like studying the vocabulary. YouTube is big. I also did some free YouTube tutorials in Lightroom, but it's just to give something to the photography. I want to give something for free to people, to make them to understand that I want to give something to the community, not only to get. No, I want to offer for first. Now I'm proposing something bigger, and so I'm offering you a course. That's it. It's totally another world. You can study on YouTube. Come on, there are many courses. No, you can read magazine. You can do many things. But at the end, if you don't have someone that is following you at the school, for example, or the university, you don't graduate it, because it's just a mess. Because I'm not able to judge if that content is right or not. I saw so many bad settings in YouTube. I'm sorry if I tell you that, but this is what I discovered. I'm fighting with people that think so crazy and bad, and let me say things that are totally not wrong, things that are not working. They are just because they saw something on YouTube. They are not working. So I'm telling you, this is what I did in the past. This is my offer for 90. You want to get it? For you, it's expensive. I know, I'm not pushing you to do that, but simply I'm telling you, this is what I did, and it works. Then, Absolutely, yes. No, this is an amazing question, because will you be answering question on the forum? Yes, it's a school. I'm inside with you, and it's amazing because everyone has a role, but it's not Facebook where everyone can write without knowing anything. Inside, we will have a role, and inside, I will be active part of the forum for sure. Active part of the discussion. You can imagine every week, different topic, different discussion, proposed by people, proposed by me. Exercise. I give you exercise to do at home. I don't know if you like it, but it's a way to stay engaged. I don't want to tell you things that we all know. You want to remove a leash? I will teach you. It's 2 minutes. Come on. We don't have to do a tutorial to remove a leash. You can find in YouTube, but come on, it's 1 minute, nothing, 30 seconds. So I want to go for something that for me is the new generation, the new way to learn. Okay, but if you are in DSLR, I'm already in DSLR, so you are making a question to me. You would get for a full frame or a Z? The Z, come on, the Z is also full frame. It's very important that, it's a strange question, but in my opinion, that you have a DSLR or a mirrorless, the fact that you switch to a full frame, it's because you are going for some needs, low lights, more quality and so on. But if you do wildlife and maybe you have only, I don't know, a 300 millimeters, to have a cropped camera is an advantage because the 300 becomes a 450, no? I don't need it, so for me the full frame is the best solution to my job. So working with dogs in the way I work is the best solution for the quality. But that's it. It's a bit more expensive, but you will be rewarded, believe me. Then you mentioned some brands that you are familiar with regarding camera set. Absolutely. I own a Fuji camera. Sorry, this is what I wanted to tell you. I know very well the Nikon, the Canon very well, and the Sony one. The Fuji, I'm not so expert, but I will help you, come on. But the three brands, I already know them like bread. But about Fuji, I will help you because they are really similar. You just have to understand. I will make you aware of the settings that we will do on your camera. So come with the Fuji, come on. It's not because I collaborate with Nikon that I say, no, you have to buy Nikon. Come on, what's a stupid thing? We are all different, no? We are not all blue, all white, and so on. We need to respect each other. Are there different groups in Italian and English? Yeah, they are separate because I will do webinars in English and webinars in Italian. So the groups inside the community will be, you can go in both, but they will be divided. So one in Italian language and one forum in English language. They are inside the same forum, 2 different folders. Easy, no? So that if you want to speak Italian, you go inside the Italian one. If you want to speak English, you go in the English one. But they have the same benefits, okay? The same price, come on. I'm showing you the bundle of English, but I showed the bundle to the Italian people, and it's almost closed the subscription because many people join it, and it's almost closed, but it's the same price, $4.90. So are there some lenses that we must have to do the course? Absolutely not. You can come with, I'm exaggerating, but with a fisheye, or you can come with the 50 millimeters, or you can come with a 300 millimeter. It doesn't matter because I will show you in the lesson, I think it's the second lesson, I don't remember, the first or the second, how to use the lenses depending on what you want to do and how to exploit that lens with that situation. So I'm not saying you can't do that. We can also do action with the 14 millimeters. It's simply a different way of working. Okay, there are many questions, but many are similar. So I think that who arrived later maybe can watch again the recording. I will send you an email with the recording so you can watch it again. And the first thing I will do to all of you that follow the webinar in live, I will send you for first the link about the bundle. Then you decide, we are friends, no problem. But this is my offer. I will give you, I'm giving myself. So thank you for being part of the webinar. I hope you got a bit of my passion a bit of the opportunity that I'm showing you, because this is the moment. Come on, we have to grab it. So hi to everyone and have a nice day, evening. For Italy is evening, but maybe for you it's just the start of the day. So bye bye, see you, stay safe.